Hello, hello. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I am excited to be here with you. Okay, I have a little bit of an echo. Okay, we'll turn that off. Well, happy Sunday, everybody. It's Carrie, So Much Glitter. Welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that you guys are here. We'll kind of give everybody a few minutes to find us. Hopefully, you guys are grabbing your favorite drink, your favorite snack. Join us around the craft table and do not forget your crafty supplies. Okay, I started a few minutes early because I was prepared this morning and I was able to kind of have a slow morning. So I'm very grateful for that. Okay, it looks like we're live now because I do see some people here and I'm able to find myself over here on my phone. So I'm going to go ahead and get started just in my regular Sunday format. And I'm just going to kind of free flow it today. Like I do not have any structured, I mean, I know I have things I want to do. That's a project, but I don't have any like structured plan per se. I'm really liking to take this morning slow because we're already back to work tomorrow, if you can believe it. So welcome, welcome. I'm so glad to have you guys here. Hope you guys are grabbing your favorite drink, your favorite snack, your crafty supplies. Join us around the craft table. I'm going to post my link tree in here so you can find me. And if you want to join the Facebook group, we would love to have you. And let me know where I can find you. I figure if you can find me, I can find you, and we can kind of connect that way. I do have a goal over here on YouTube to get to 500 subscribers so I can do a 500 subscriber giveaway. So if you are not subscribed or you know a crafty friend that is into creativity, self-care, and just kind of relaxation all in the same bundle, share with them. Okay, so I'm going to get started. I have my hot drink over here. I was drinking tea and now I'm drinking like a collagen water, which actually really helps my skincare routine and otherwise throughout the week. Okay, so I am going to start in my gratitude jar of 2026. And can you believe that we're already halfway through August? Like today is the 16th. Where is life going and what are we doing with it besides going to work? I would like to know because I must be missing out on something. Good morning, Belinda. Thank you for joining. I'm so glad to see you. Happy Sunday. So this week I have a plethora of things to be grateful for, although if you would have asked me this on Thursday, I would have said no. It's been kind of like a crap week because I've been very overwhelmed at work and it's not going to ease up. And I'm kind of getting blamed for my overwhelm, but I'm being assigned more tasks and due dates. But it ended very well. I had a meeting late Friday. And so that was not, it was, I don't like having a meeting late on Friday. Like, let's face it. But it was my clinical supervision. I was with a different clinical supervisor and I met somebody new in that class and he's having the same issue as I am. So I know this is not just a one-off with the overwhelm thing with this new contract. So we'll see. Anyway, so yesterday I had a great time celebrating my grandson's birthday. Hey, Tracy. Passenger in the car. So, oh, Costco on a Sunday. Lord bless you. May the odds ever be in your favor. Thank you for joining. I'm so glad that you're here. I am going to be bringing out the Capri kit today from Lottie's Magic Attic. So I will post that link in when I bring that out. Anyway, so we celebrated my grandson's birthday yesterday. My son was not able to attend because he could not get off of work and he was late. So we're doing a celebration with him next week, and then he will see him on his days off, I believe. That's kind of the agreement. But hello, Vanessa. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. I was with my son and my daughter and my daughter's boyfriend and my grandson, and it was so much fun. So and even throughout like the day and communicating with my kids lately, I want to let you know that I'm really grateful for being able to be friends with my adult children. And I know that's like not always the case, like, you know, F these kids can be jerks and all of that, like we go through in parenting, right? But they're in their mid to late 20s now, and I can communicate with them openly and they receive it a lot better than they did before because they are their own people. They control their own destiny. So I am grateful for being friends, me and my sloppy Sunday writing with my kids. And I'm really excited to do the streamathon that Raul hosts every New Year's Eve. I think he's going to start planning that in like September or October if his health holds up. And I have a journal kind of already made for all of my positive, grateful things throughout the year. We're going to pull those out, kind of go over those, and just start we're going to end 2026 right and start 2027 off correctly, because if we're watching the news and all of that, like it's all doom and gloom, and I just can't focus there in that space. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go in with the Book of Positive Quotations. And I did choose simplicity. I know I've chosen this before, but I just figured that it suited me because I am within the next 5 to 10 years. I know my friend and I have talked about this week. She thinks I'm absolutely insane for having such a long timeline, but I am finishing my career, and not my career, my school, like my school career, because I'm probably not going to go for a PhD or a second master's. Let's just face it, that's a lot. Anyway, so I am going to be simplifying things a little bit as like I get older and, you know, kind of change my trajectory in my career. But for now, it is what it is for the next few years. Hello, Chris. Welcome. And so I chose simplicity. And the quote that I chose was, I chose this one secondary, the simplicity and writing. I don't know if that's fuzzy for you. Believe it or not, I'm still getting used to these progressives, although I do drive with them on now and it really helps me. But sometimes, yeah, I don't know. I need to get my eyeball tilt, not my head tilt going on. Anyway, the simplest ideas and sayings are often the best and most profound. So all the great things are simple, and many can be expressed in a single word: freedom, justice, honor, duty, mercy, and hope. Sir Winston Churchill. So that just kind of spoke with me because the older I get, the more simple I want things to be, because the happier we are, because the less balls we have in the air, the less we need to stress out about them falling down and hitting us in the head. And then simplicity and writing. When ideas come, I write them. When they don't, I don't. William Faulkner. And that kind of got me to be thinking about my my ideas journal. And I know there's lots of names for these journals, like Society of Ideas, which is probably what I'm going to stick with as my Society of Ideas. But there's a lot of things that we could call these journals, right? And this is kind of a journal I've been working on for a while. But I have changed, it's morphed, and I've changed it into putting ideas and inspiration and things like that in there. I did forget, so let me kind of go back. I do have some happy mail. So let's like share in the happy mail. And if all of you take part in, or if you did take part in Dee Dee Willingham and Janet's ATC card swap in July, which it was due like at the end of July, and I just got the rest of mine this week, so I kind of wanted to show those off. So these are the ATCs that I received, and then I sent out 6, I believe, and then you get 5 back because Janet gets to keep one because she was kind of facilitating the whole thing. So that was a lot of fun. So, oh, good luck. Good luck at Costco on a Sunday, Tracy. Have fun. So I did get this one, was from Beth Schuler. So I was excited to receive others' artworks to kind of get ideas, and I can add this to future projects, things like that. So I thought that this was very cute with a button and a charm on it. Just very simple. ATCs, I love the ATC world because it's just very, you can make it as simple or as complicated as you want. That's what I love about it. And so the theme was, and this is from Arlene. The theme was America's 250th or the country that you're from, like represent the country that you're from. So I did receive mostly US, but I did receive 2 UK, I believe. This one's super cute. I love the images. And it's just simple. I love it. This is from Laverne Hodge. I've seen her over here, and I see her twice a week over on DD's. So I'm excited to get that. It's fun to see the names that you recognize, like the fibs, the friends in the box, in real life, right? So this is probably, well, this may be a stamp, but it looks hand-drawn as well. So I really like this as well. Let's see. Oh, Mary Atler. And this is the UK one. I love this, and I love the gold accents. I just think that that's a lot of fun. And that is Terry Brett. And then, okay, so that's the only UK one that I received, but I really like it. I love, and I love anything, like, I love the British. Let's just, and I love their humor. And so I was excited to get something from across the pond. Hey, View. Welcome, welcome. Let me know what time next Saturday you want to go live. And then I'll schedule it. And I think you said you wanted to be a guest over here because we're celebrating View's birthday month. Anyway, so this I received from Joan. Oh, Leona. Sorry, I read that. I just read what I saw. But okay, my glasses. Hey, Purple Penny. Thanks for coming. So that's my happy mail that I received this week. I received some fun happy mail from Pam, Ginger Cat Lady. And this is from her Australian adventures. And this is actually just like a postcard that I received. And so then she was the only missing link to my Weird Friends Journal signature because it never made it here. And so she finally got it here. And I think that this is a lot of fun. I am going to catch up with that. I know I'm months behind on that journal, but I am going to put together that Weird Friends Journal now that I have all the signatures. So that's my happy mail. And what is everybody up to today? How is everybody doing? Okay, be a guest. Just let me know what time. What time? So glad to see you here, Purple Penny. Okay. Love your videos. Love your commentary. I love your sound effects. It's a lot of fun. Okay. I do have my grandson next Saturday at I have to be done with my everything by 2 o'clock my time next week. So probably earlier in the day, Miss View, but not too early because I am going to be sleeping in. Okay, so here is my Society of Ideas journal. And I've been working on this for a while. So today is going to be me more free flow play. And I have all of the things to decorate in here, and I've been actively using this as well. Putting ideas in here and kind of doing that. So I thought it would be fun to kind of pull this out again, see if we can get some ideas of what we want to do. And if you're in my Facebook group, if you're not, I would love for you to be there. But if you're in the Facebook group, you know that Craft Roulette Live has been this past weekend. And then I did watch Craft Roulette for the parameters and stuff. So I've gotten really good ideas on that. So I have the live countdown, or not a countdown, but it's a 24/7. I don't know if it's still going though. It's a 24/7 slideshow of cards that have been submitted over the years. So you get fun ideas that way. I love getting ideas through my art journaling and my Somerset Studio magazine. I'm going to have to run over to Barnes & Noble tomorrow because they have the Halloween one now as well. And that doesn't come with my subscription, which I think it should. Are we listening, Stampington and Company? We pay a lot for these. I think the holiday ones should be included with our subscription. in case if you were wondering. Thank you. So yeah. Okay, let me see. So I just kind of have this going on, and I'm really just like putting ideas and pockets and all of this in here, and I love it. It's just messy. This started out as a an 80s childhood retro junk journal, and I just threw ideas in here. I did some late night crafting with this. Absolutely love it. But this actually goes with the project that I have in my hot little hands over here somewhere. I'll find it. I think I put it aside. Anyway, so but then I thought, you know, I want to use this for something more than just like make a journal and kind of put it away. Like, how am I going to make this? Like, how am I going to revisit this happy? Right. Oh, I love the subscriptions, but I find myself, I love the holiday ones, so I'll go back and buy those too. But they, like, we pay a lot, and I got a sale. I do realize that, but like, throw the holiday ones in there. If I don't want it, I should be able to skip it, and I'm still paying the same amount of money, right? Right. Belinda agrees with me. I think that's, yeah. Let's do that. So anyway, so this was an idea that I got from the Stamping and Company, I think last quarter. And I just love like the little slides, and I have some acetate. And so I just kind of played one day and made like little slides, and I've not really done anything with them since then, but I am going to put this in my Society of Ideas journal, and this may not fit. So this is just going to go in here, but I do have the fun and fancy little clips, if I can reach up and grab them and hit everything. My apologies. We'll just get some fun little clips here. We'll clip it to the top so it doesn't get lost. There we go. Okay, so that kind of will go in there so we can close it. And that's just what this journal is meant to be, is just fun ideas. And decorating it along the way in a real fun and funky way. That's my idea. Okay. So I have a lot of cutouts, and I have some Lisa Frank stickers. Like, how can we not? So I thought, let's just play around with this for a little bit, and then we'll kind of go into my recipe journal, I think, because I want to bring out the Capri kit from Lottie's Magic Attic, because I think it's going perfectly with my recipe journal. And then we're just going to hang out, chitty chat, and talk. And I hope y'all are crafting along with me. I also am doing laundry. I think it just finished, but I'm good to go. It can sit there for a while. I thought that these would be fun to put like on a little piece of cardstock, which I have some spare here. And then what is an 80s retro journal without strawberry shortcake? Like, how perfect. I ordered these on Etsy. And then a lot of these I got from Five Below. Like Super Mario, got from Five Below. Remember the original Nintendo? Love it. These I got for back to school time at Hobby Lobby. I got these. These are Care Bears. Love them. More strawberry shortcake. Both of these came from Five Below. This came from my stash, so I don't know where it came from. But anyway, so I thought these are fun. These are very just, unicorns were my favorite. These are very childhood reminiscent. And what I'm going to do is just dot, not a lot with the glue, and put it on something a little bit more thick. And that can be just like a little fun tuck spot, and just kind of free flow the journaling. I think okay, I was like, I think this is clogged again. But anyway, if you guys watched me at all during the week, you saw that I didn't have a whole lot of self-control. So I don't like really have a haul per se today because I have 2 haul videos out that you guys can go watch those. But I was having a hard week and I was right next door to Hobby Lobby and I definitely needed some dopamine and serotonin to get through. So I did get that. I am slowly, I told my daughter yesterday. I am starting to decorate for Halloween, and I do Halloween and fall all at the same time. I am not separating that out because I put work into this and I want to enjoy it all. So they're all up together. They play well together. I don't care what Hobby Lobby says. I love my Halloween and my fall stuff out together. Hobby Lobby's confused. They're scared. So that's what I'm gonna be like hanging up some bats today and fun stuff like that. Probably just like make this like a fun little tuck spot right here. But I know like my daughter was like, oh great, like the Christmas tree is going to come out. So within probably by the end of the month, the Christmas tree will come out and then it'll be a Halloween tree. And her boyfriend goes, yeah, but your mom decorates for Halloween first and you love Halloween. That's your favorite holiday. So don't complain. And I was like, oh, good. Somebody's on my side over here. It's a lot of fun. So, and my grandson is definitely a toddler now. He's like too fun. He's too precious. I love him more than anything. He's just too fun. So we're working on, he was sat at my desk and colored for a while, as you know, much as a 2-year-old can. And then, he runs around everywhere. He, played on his scooter and kind of toppled over on that. I was like, oh no, but we had a lot of fun with him. He was just too much fun. And my daughter's boyfriend has a nephew that is exactly a year older than my grandson. And Abby and Jacob have been together so long that they have been part of each other's families when both of these boys were born, since they were born. So it was really special. So my grandson and my daughter's boyfriend are BFFs now. He bought him the coolest pair of shoes and they were racing cars and doing all of that. It was just the cutest thing. And I was like, oh, we're chopped liver now, huh? So that was fun. So I just kind of want to make these little tuck spots. Oh, I didn't put glue on it, but it's okay. These are newer. I'm not going to worry. Oh, you do need the dopamine, Chris. That's a lot. And you guys are all over here chatting about Art Quilting Magazine. Okay, so that's one of these that I don't know about. I've been having a hard time at work. I'm not going to lie. And I'm having a hard time with my my internship and my practicum courses because my work is no longer accommodating that, and they were before. So now I have to start using PTO, like 2 hours a week to attend this class. And she's like, it's okay, you'll just clock out and clock back in. Oh no, friend. And you're not my friend, but you know what I mean? Like in such a nice way, like a bless your heart kind of way. If I'm clocking out to take this course and coming back into work to finish my day and using my PTO, that's not happening. I am going to arrange to where I'm taking one of the later classes that I can. I'm going home and I'm going to be comfortable on my PTO. I'm not sitting in an office or in my car in 90-degree heat and then clocking in to go back to work, but then still having to use PTO. Like, you clocked the wrong one with that comment. So Tuesday, that's what I'll be doing. The following Tuesday, that's what I'll be doing. And then from there, my professor is working really hard on placing me in a class that's going to be more conducive either at my lunchtime or, later after work. So today is the last day they can enroll or drop a class. You're coloring. Oh, lip balm to blend the colored pencils. Okay, it bleeds a lot, Chris says. Morning, it bleeds a lot. I was just thinking, is that like Gamsol? And then the art quilting, like, I'm going to have to check into that. I'm going to Barnes & Noble tomorrow to get a, well, maybe this week, not tomorrow, because tomorrow I am not, I'm doing something else, but to go check that out. And I'm gonna have to check out the art quilting one, right? Okay, so let's just decorate a few more pages. And let's see. I need more pockets, I think, in here. But I think I need bigger pockets or like envelopes or something is what I think I need. So I'm going to have to start making some envelopes. So right now we're just kind of playing around with the tuck spots because then I'm going to need to get out the paper for making like envelopes and stuff. And I still have all the McDonald's stuff in here, which is really fun. And this is a card that we just kind of flip in here. Oops, this popped out. So I was like, wait. And that's a lot of fun. I love making cards in my journals. Companies now want you to own. Yeah, I know. They do. And that's the I'm having. So that's why simplicity. I'm trying to simplify shit. Excuse my language, but I'm trying to simplify stuff. And who the hell do you think you are to think that you can own 100% of my time? I do overtime. I'm on call. I do therapy. I consult properly. And I don't even necessarily think that it's my supervisor's issue. I think it's a corporate issue. I can't solely blame that on her. But I can, if you know what I mean. I'm going to go get some cardstock. Okay, so I just grabbed cardstock, and because I want to make these a little bit thicker. Hey, Atlanta, welcome. I missed you coming in. I'm sorry. I kind of always have this little discussion with myself about the serotonin and dopamine, which one lasts longer, but they provide different things, right? So I realized I kind of get them both from crafting and shopping for crafting and things like that, which maybe isn't the best, but yeah, that's kind of a discussion I have with clients too. And I'll like have them Google it during a session or whatever. So they can kind of understand the difference and how it can work for them. And yeah, but you get a lot of that with substance abuse counseling too. So, and a lot of my clients have co-occurring disorders, and I'm not a substance abuse counselor at all. So I kind of try to stay in my own lane with that, but it does suit it. It suits the conversation really well. Getting ready to go on a hike. Oh, okay, a hike. Your cat. My cat would never. I don't know. Your cat's very well behaved on these hikes. I've seen your reels. Atlanta, you should be like proud of Momo. My cat would go feral. I don't know. She's kind of a jerk in the house as it is. I don't even think she would stay on that thing. I think she would slip out of it. Okay, so this is just kind of fun. Well, I think that matches. That's too matchy for me. Let's see. Let's get it on something a little bit different. Oh, there we go. That can kind of stand out a little bit. So we're just kind of like tucking ideas in here and playing around. And do you guys have whips like this to where you're just like, I'll pull them out when I'm ready to play? She sleeps while that's so weird. Yeah, no, my cat would not be down for that. But these are Scratch and Sniff. If you remember those, that brings back memories, right? Like, how can it not? Okay, let's get out some of the, let's see. Wish Big. Okay, that would be cute in here. And that's like a washi type sticker. I think these are washi type stickers. Hold on. Yeah, they are. So I do want this on a piece of paper like cardstock to kind of have it stand out. Okay, we'll put it crooked. Who cares, I guess. And then we'll just kind of put it in here. And then I think I'm going to get out some envelopes and create a little bit more pockets in here and start decorating some envelopes, because I do want to gather a few ideas to put in here. And that's just as crooked as it can be. I don't care. Ask me if I care. It's fine. But I did work on a few things this week. If you watch my reels, or my reels or whatever on YouTube, I did like a lot of free flow early morning coloring, and I do cozy comfy coloring as I kind of I'm not gonna lie, I've been watching Hallmark Christmas movies before work because it's fun. So I like that. So I like doing all of that. I'm probably just gonna make a pocket to match this. And that kind of helps set the tone for my day as well. So it's not just I'm waking up to go to work, and I like to play like little, actually this needs to go up, I think. I want it to be kind of a thicker or a bigger pocket. Okay. And so I have like I busted out one of my coloring books that I have not gotten out in like a very long time. We're just going to pretend that I can cut a straight line. You could do that with me, right? The stream with my cat here. Siamese yesterday is biting me. Oh, you're going to try to trim your cat's nails? I let the scratching post do that. My cats would not let me go anywhere near them to do that. Okay, so that's a little bit crooked. That's okay. I think that's just how the paper was. So, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick something under it when I kind of put it down in the pocket. Oops, I'm like tearing the paper here. I'm just going to try to fold it up as much as I can and kind of put it down here when I'm securing this down. So it kind of manipulates the paper to, so it'll be easier to slip things in and out of. And this is just on food dyed paper. Like, it's nothing serious. I'll dye paper with food coloring. Like I think I've told you guys before, I don't do the whole RIT thing because I don't need a collection of RIT in my house, and it's kind of expensive. And tea, I don't do coffee because I don't drink coffee. I don't really like the smell of coffee either. So there's that. But I like the way the tea dyed paper comes out. So for my recipe journal, I was thinking the other day, I really like printing on the tea dyed paper, and I'm going to print the recipes, like some recipes on that tea dyed paper. So see, it's just kind of already in there. We'll just do a few more and then we'll kind of go through, and I really love these. And these are a freebie from Sweet Pea Curiosities. And these are on her Ko-fi. Okay. My mom, it's funny, she did text me. She's coming, but she did text me. She had to go to the farmer's market really quick to go buy the uncontaminated lettuce. So I thought that was kind of funny. Okay. Let's see. I think these are little, it's a sheet of paper. We got this. Positive vibes. This is so cute. These could be like 2 little pockets. Well, I can do, because I don't have my trimmer out, and for some reason I'm just not going to go grab it. I mean, that would be easy. It's right here at my feet, but we're going to just fold it in half and cut it like this. Hello, hello, Christina. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Well, maybe, Chris, when you're asking them for permission, maybe they understand you, and that's why they let you do it. I asked my cat to come here, and that's like the last thing she does. She's basically like a child that doesn't listen. She's a very insubordinate. All of these rainbows are from Sweet Pea Curiosities, and they're freebies. Okay, so this is just real, this needs to be cut down a little bit. Just real simple, basic journaling. Nothing complicated. It's just, this is a fun project that I have going on. I've had it going on for a while. I like to pick it up. I like to put ideas in here. I don't necessarily like have a name on the front of this. I don't know that I need to, but it's my Society of Ideas journal. And then we're just going to kind of glue those there. And I'm just going to fold a piece of paper and stick that in here. I know everybody's been working on their watch hours and all of that. Honestly, I am just trying to get to my 500 subscribers and I can do a fun giveaway. I'm concentrating on the Facebook group, building that up so June-tober can be a really big success next year. And I didn't start doing this to do the whole monetization and all of that. I did this to connect with people, get ideas, give ideas, meet new people. I've done like what I set out to do. So then I set goals for myself aside from that, like the subscriber goal. I mean, I'm not going to complain if I was monetized. It would be nice, but I have a job and I can't solely focus on this because I can't film all the time. So I'm just trying to be a little bit more active to kind of put myself out there to grow my community more than this whole watch hour nonsense. But I am fully supportive of supporting you supporting me, us supporting each other. And I think that that's really important here. So if that's what you're working on, let us know. And I was just going to try to kind of put, oh, okay, Chris. 3,000 hours. I mean, I think I only have like 1,000 watch hours, to be honest with you. I need 3, it says, to be monetized, but I don't know. I mean, I think YouTube is just kind of corporate like anyone else, right? Hey, Tammy, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. And, okay, I've been watching I love watching Carol. Yeah, she's so talented and she's so calm. Our Canadian support friend, just like Jane, right? And Yolande. It's fun. Okay, so before we get into putting some more ideas in here, I wanted to get a few more pockets. So we could put the ideas in here. I don't want to cut something off too much, but oh my goodness, that was the quickest trip ever, Tracy. You're out of Costco already? You like went in there with a mission, woman. Memberships, guys. Oh, memberships. Okay. I've honestly never even thought about like the whole membership thing, I guess. That's fun. Well, we'll support you, Christina. And I know Tammy, Christina, and Tracy have been going live on Christina's channel on Tuesdays. It's 5 o'clock my time. So is it 7 o'clock your time? Is it 5 or 6 my time? I don't know. I try to catch you, though. I normally can just try to catch you. You might be not quite at 5 o'clock because I get off at 5. You needed 2 things straight. Oh, with the blinders on. I know. I get very distracted there. And then I'm like, oh, the holiday stuff is out. Let's go look at that. We need to walk down the middle. I need to see what's going on here. I missed out on those damn Esprit sweatshirts. Those were my favorite brand when I was in junior high. When I went in there, they were all extra small. I was like, well, that's not going to happen. Yeah, I got gas at Costco yesterday. I was like, I need like 2 things. I did need 2 things, but there was a store right next door to Costco that I could get the 2 things from anyway after my hairdresser. So I opted for that because I was like, I don't need that in my life because I won't be able to come out with just the two things. I, unlike Tracy, do not have self-control, apparently. Oh, I wanted to put this in here, but I think it's too big. Oh, it's all. Oh, I guess it's not too big, is it? Okay, we'll just take this off, this little washi sticker. I'm probably just going to stick this right down. And we'll go back to my Cricut days, and it's got to be done in the middle first. But I think I screwed that up. Oh yeah, I screwed it up. Welcome to my world. Just trying to lift this up. I panicked at the last minute and I just shoved it down. There we go. So at least it doesn't have the bump in the middle. We're right up against the edge right there. Look what great quality stickers they are. As soon as I get my fingernail on here, it rubs off the color. So, okay, let's do that. Probably need a fun, I don't want to put too much in here because this is like ripped paper. So we could just clip something or staple something. Okay, that's probably all I'm going to do in that today. I just every once in a while like to pull this out so I don't forget about it. Oh, I do want to do another Mario brother though. And I'll be darned if on Tracy's Discord, they got into the whole, oh, what is it called? And I've heard of it, but I've not done it before. And then I started getting on the, solo RPG journaling. Yeah, she has like a whole little chat room for that. And that is hyper focus, huh? Oh, Christina, congratulations. I tend to not be able to catch those though. Because that's like when my son is passing by when he is going home from work and he's like, "What's for dinner?" So I have a hard time catching those, the Sunday night stuff. And then Pam is such odd hours for me. I have a hard time catching her too. And my notifications are not always working lately. Are you guys having this issue? Yeah, the solo RPG journal definitely took me down the rabbit hole. And I was like, I need to avoid this chat like the plague because I do not need another thing to do or spend money on in my life. Like, I'm good. But it sounds very interesting, especially for like prompts and I don't know, it just like getting the creative juices flowing and all of that. So I'm reading what they're doing and I'm looking on Amazon and Google and things like that. And I'm like, I don't need this. Oh my gosh, Chris, what the hey? That's like the worst Costco setup ever. Did they only get permission to have that one Costco? Is that why? And with you being in Mexico, they may have different ordinances, but some cities and stuff are like that around here because they don't want too many box stores. Like the town I live in lets chains come in, but only once every so often and no big box stores because we can drive 20 to 30 minutes away and go get that. We just don't have, like, our town's pretty small, so we don't have the infrastructure to hold that kind of traffic without it posing like a danger. So they have to get through the chamber here to come through. And the chamber only lets certain stores, so many chain stores come in a year. And we haven't had any probably for like 5 years come in. So that kind of tells you that. Okay. I think this will be cute, like little tuck spot right there. Hey, Jane. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. You're not late. We're just crafting and relaxing and chilling. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, same with me about Pam starting. Yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time. And then I'm having a hard time with my darn notifications. And I'll go look, but like, why am I not getting notified for this person? Did I do something like with my notifications or did I forget? No, they're still there. I'm just not getting them. So there's that. Okay, let's go through. And then I have the Garbage Pail Kids for like tuck spots and fun little things going on in here. Thank you, Tracy. Yes, I forget to say that. Thank you. I get distracted. Thumbs up. Oh, my comments froze. Goodness. Okay, there we go. StreamYard. It's giving me a hard time. Okay, so let's see if we can get some ideas in here because I've gone through this a little bit, but not too much. And I don't want to get in the habit of just getting these in the mail and then kind of shoving them onto my bookshelf. I want to get a little bit more interactive with them. And so I like tearing things out of here. And then that reminds me because Dee Dee went through hers and I'm so excited to be getting Happy Mail from her because it was my birthday. Like, that's so exciting. And then I noticed like some of the pages that she was getting out of the summer set. I'm like, I really need to go through mine a little bit more. So let's see. I love the tag ideas. I just love making tags. They're simple, they're fun. There's so much that you can do with them. And then your stencils and your pastes, which my pastes, see, this is so cute, like this. These are like the thick pages that you can use for journaling, for card making, for whatever. I really like this one. So I think I'm gonna, I don't mind tearing these apart. Like, let's be honest. I will tear books apart. I don't get offended. I will, I'm just gonna tear right here. Start tearing out of magazines and doing all of that to create art out of it. That's what I'll do. I just found my lettuce cubes and tomatoes in the freezer. Well, what parasite are we even talking about? You froze it to death. Read them and rip them. Exactly. This is the issue, the August, September, October 2026 issue. I just got this one not too long ago. So, and I have blank tags in my my stash that I ordered on Amazon like a while ago. So like this would just be like an easy, simple, fun creation, and you can add them to anything. Like I would make this a card front, to be honest with you. I really love the colors too. So you can get like color palette stuff. Oh, one of the elders that was here, put them in there. Oh no. Well, the frozen cube could have went in your water. You could have put that in water, ma'am. That's annoying. Now I'm thinking about this. I should have made this a pocket because it's a an envelope as well. I know they don't like to be frozen. They get all mushy when you thaw them out. Yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do is just, honestly, I could probably staple this. I'm just gonna staple it. Let's just get my stapler and staple it. Gazpacho. Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. You got recipe tips here today, View. And just open it up like that so then I get ideas and I can tuck more in there. Yeah, go to Barnes & Noble. I need to get the Halloween one that came out, darn it. You know, View, they say that guests are like fish. They go rotten after 3 days. House guests. My art journal, my tea art journal. Oh, I love tea. This is so pretty. I love this. I'm not flush on the lace department, but this is super, super fun. I have Well, thank you, Purple Penny, for being here. I'm so glad. I have paper that looks like that, so that's a lot of fun too. Look at, you could just sew the fabric on here, which my needle in my sewing machine is still acting like a jackass, so I don't know what to say about that. I know Delise said that she would help me. The same image can tell many different stories depending on what surrounds it. An image that feels dreamy in one composition may feel mysterious, nostalgic, or whimsical in another. Using the same focal point image in each frame below, vary the colors, textures, embellishments as you work. Notice how atmosphere can completely transform the story. Ooh, I like that. I'm taking that out. That's a really good exercise and fun activity to do, especially with my early morning bits. I love that. And I have images that I could put in here that would be the same. And again, it could be a card front, it could be a layout in a journal, like whatever. See, so I just try to take a few things out of each magazine and kind of throw some ideas in here. I'm just going to fold this up. I'm not going to get real fussy about it. So, view. And I'm not going to get real fussy about it. I'm just going to throw it in here. And then when I want some ideas, I'm just going to go through, right? Okay, so what else do we have in here? I'm going to kind of flip more towards the back. This is fun kind of stuff. I love this kind of stuff for collaging. I think that this is a lot of fun. And I will cut with my collages and not rip. I know I'm breaking a cardinal rule. Oh yeah, you come and create with us. Yeah, get out your ideas. It's a day of ideas. So this is a lot of fun for color palettes and all of that, because we don't need no stinking coloring cubes, Miss View says. She's the one that talked me out of them, and I've still not found to where, I mean, I would like them, but I don't have room. Here's some fun tags. And ooh, these are fun. Ooh, these are a lot of fun. Look at this for card fronts. Ooh, 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 ooh. I love it. So I hear View's voice in my head every time I'll look at something where I'm like, oh, I like that. Like, oh, that's a color palette. Note to self. Check. Mental note. I probably have more color palettes in my phone than I do anything else. Well, that and my grandson. I love this because I have book pages. So this is a really fun technique. And just painting the squares. I love that. This is on fabric though, or not. You can do it kind of however you want. Preparing chicken. Oh, chicken mole. Oh, bring it here. Chris, you could share. You could share. I love a good mole. Okay. Stick it here. We'll do this twice. My daughter did meal prepping here for me last night when we were celebrating my grandson's birthday. It's so funny because I had ice cream sandwiches, and that's how we were singing to him. So we taught him how to blow out candles. The world is our color palette, and how to do all of that. And I had the ice cream sandwich all placed perfectly on like a little tea plate for him. And he just went in eating it directly off the plate, not with his hands. And then he wanted us to start to lift up the plate to him. It was so cute. And he thought it was the funniest thing. I let him do it. That's what grandmas are for. Oh no, my son just texted me something very devastating. Oh my gosh. Guys, my son's been oh my God. I'm gonna have to turn on the news. My son has been stuck in traffic. Oh my God, I'm like in shock. Has been stuck in traffic for hours on the freeway. So we have a big freeway bridge next to us, and it's the Lilac Bridge. It's the highest bridge in San Diego County, and somebody just jumped off of it. No one, since I've lived here in my almost 30 years, no one has jumped off of that bridge. Like, I'm sweating. That's horrible. Wow. That's just like, oh my goodness. The virtual chicken mole. Thank you. That is horrific. Horrific. I don't know where my son was at on there either. Hold on. I need to text him. I hope he didn't see it. Oh my God. That is awful. So more on the 78, because I live in North County, we have a lot of that. And sometimes there are clients, right? So I always get worried about that. They don't, more times than not, they don't jump. The psychiatric emergency response team, the police, the fire department, the social workers will come out. We'll be like, we're not mostly that crisis in that crisis. Oh my God, my son saw him jump. I can't believe this. But very rarely does somebody jump. He might need to call me. So if he needs to call me, I'll have to end and he'll let me know. Oh my God. He said him and his coworker were like 4 cars away from each other, like texting each other, being like, what is going on? What is going on? And he got a notification. He like checked the CHP, the California Highway Patrol stuff. And he saw that. He's like, Mom, there's a jumper on the Lilac Bridge. I was like, wait, what? And I was like, well, they'll get to him they'll get to him quickly. Oh, I'm just like devastated. He's like, oh. Hold on. So he said him and his coworker were like 4 cars away from each other, texting each other. And then finally they looked it up on CHP and then traffic started moving. They got all the way up there and they did see him jump. He said people were out of their cars and standing around because they were just sitting there. And he said, Mom, that's devastating. He's like, I'll be okay. I don't need to call you. I was like, oh, okay. That's horrible. I hate that when like life gets real like that sometimes. You know what I mean? Like we bitch about trivial things. Makes me feel like a jerk sometimes, you know? Like I'll bitch about trivial things, right? But grateful for my health, my safety, my kids' health, my kids' safety, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah. Wow. Okay, well, he says he doesn't need to call me, so I'm just going to kind of go with that and carry on. I'm not going to be able to watch that on the news today. That'll like ruin my Sunday. That is devastating. If I go into work tomorrow and find out it's a client, I'm going to be devastated. We all want mole now, Chris. It's horrible, horrible news. It's devastating, actually. It's going to be like, Belinda, you're going to hear about it because you're in Riverside County. You can't survive that. You can't. It's the highest bridge besides Coronado Bridge. Oh my gosh. That's just awful. Okay. Let's try to like focus on something that's happy, right? Like, oh. All right. What other? I have these folded over. Purple Penny, thank you for saying that, because View, the world is our coloring palette. Purple Penny's over here being like, it's a waste of money. They probably look pretty on shelves, though. Is that the only thing they got going on for them? Those coloring cubes? I did fold over these pages because I like them, but I don't know if I want to tear them out because this is kind of a big spread in here. And not just a pack of cards. There is no greater joy than creating something that gives you back a piece of your childhood. That's so fun. That's the truth, though, right? Like this journal. Oh, the 100-day project. Tammy, didn't you do that if you're still here? I could not do 100 days. Oh gosh. Okay. Let's just kind of peruse through here really quickly. I want to get out that Capri kit because I'm excited to get a signature in that journal. These are fun. Like the essence of journaling right here, like art journaling, like we're journaling around the art. That's a lot of fun. I do like that. Fun little save your tea bag things, right? You could save the life is my palette, Jane. Yeah. We just have to remember, like slow down and remember that. We're trying to get our serotonin and dopamine hits. And when people don't get the proper care, we just heard what happened. That's just fucking awful. And that just doesn't affect the person that did it. That affects everyone, all of the emergency responders, all the people that saw it, their family. So that's kind of why I did get into mental health after law enforcement. This is super cute. Because there's a big gap. Oh, look at this. This is cute. Cute, cute. Cut these out and use them. Oh, I love this. Using colors site. Oh, yeah. Online. Yeah, online has it all, right? I start to walk through anywhere and I look, I'm like, oh, that's a good color palette. Click, let me take a picture of it. And then I go back through my phone. I'm like, what did I do that for? I'm like, oh, the color is right. Because I was like, I don't even like that thing I took a picture of. Okay. All right. I might be done with this. I mean, I do have good ideas in here, but I don't know if there's anything I want to take out. This is cute. Painting, tearing, cutting, gluing, stamping, making new colors and new shapes. It's always exciting for me. Oh, and calming at the same time. That's fun. That's really fun. If I can get my damn needle to work, right? I need to figure that out. I feel like it's going to take me a whole day. That's why I've not been like, yeah, let's do this. Friday night when I was watching Craft Roulette and Delise, I was organizing my stamps. And I could have been doing the needle at that point, but I need to kind of watch some YouTubes for it. All right. So I'm probably not going to take anything out of here because they're larger spreads and I want the whole context of it, of things that I saved. But look at all this back here. I know they're ads, but you could use them for collaging. But anyway, so do you guys have a Society of Ideas journal? This is just kind of, this was going to be my topper. So this just, and I am ripping it, but that's okay. I do need to kind of glue this down, but honestly, I don't know if I want to add anything to it, to be honest, because I have the fabric right here and I don't like want to make anything like bigger. I could washi tape, like frame washi tape it. And then that could be, actually, let's do that. Should we do the washi tape? And then that basically just ink this up and do the washi tape. Let's do that really quickly. Let me get, my grandson wants these down every single time he comes over now. He wants all the Crayolas out. He wants these down. And he understands that these are not toothbrushes, that these go on the paper. So that was fun yesterday. Okay, what do we have? What do we have? Victorian velvet. I think something bright. Ooh, I've never used, I was going to do that. But we have this coral as well. I have abandoned coral. No, I think the neon. Let's try the neon, right? Oops. And that would be more pink than anything, I think. Let's see. I've never taken these out. They have dust on them. Yeah, embarrassing. Oh, goodness. Okay, here we are. Here we are. Okay, that's more like a red. Let me get the orange. I'll get it in the orange family. We're good to go. Or this is small enough. Look how juicy that is after a few years. That's been in its box for a few years. That is juicy. What brand is this? Hero Arts. So I got this probably, I don't know. Honestly, that is juicy. Like it's running juicy. When's the last time I went to a stamp and scrapbook expo? 2021 or 2022, I believe. That's the last time I went to go visit my mom. Yeah, and that just kind of bleeds. It looks like blood now, though. I'm not going to lie. So that's a little bit weird. Doesn't that look like blood now? Okay, let me go get... Let me set that aside. I'm not going to do the washi tape now. I'm just going to set it aside. Because I thought it would be more... It's looking like blood. Okay, we're going to set that aside. I'm going to set that down here. And then I'll do the washi tape on it. I think I had homework to do when I watched Jane too. Okay, let's see. Let's put these aside. Let's bring out the recipe junk journal. And show you. I did order these. The reinforcement labels, the donuts, you guys. And we've talked about this before, and I was like, what are they called? So I did order these on Amazon because it was like $4 for like 250 of them. So I was like, oh, you can just stress them and do all of that. Anyway, so I know you guys are like coming and going. I would appreciate a thumbs up before you come and go. Thank you very much. And let's get out. Here's the stuff I want to play with and I've been playing with. I did lose a stamp set, I noticed, when I was cleaning out my stamps this week, which is really weird. So it's MIA, loose in the craft room somewhere. I don't know. It's probably behind my dresser where I keep the stamps. What I'm thinking. It fell down below. I don't want to drag that thing out. So I wanted to get the signature in here and get another signature going. Okay, so this is the Funzie stuff. This is a stuff tag I created with the Capri kit, which is Tracy's. And I thought that this was a lot of fun to put in this journal with plenty of space. These are the shapes because I do prompts, weekly prompts in my group, and it was shapes this week. And they're not due. There's like no due date or whatever. It's just like when you need some like ideas and things like that and some fun things to create. So I spent a good amount of time with my Kuretake colors this week, and I just created like card fronts. I just created, these are out of stencils and I painted them. And that's kind of what I did. And I thought, oh, that'll fit in here. I wanted to do a card with this, with the Capri, but then the color palette was all wrong. And I didn't need coloring cubes to tell me that. Okay, let's get, this is a signature. I have some paper from my digital stash. This is Sweet Pea Curiosities. This is Be Happy Stationery. I didn't go in any specific direction. I should have, I could have, I don't know, like whatever. But I love the backgrounds in the Capri kit. Is this all of them? Yeah. So I double side printed these, reverse printed, whatever you want to call it. And I thought that this would just be really good to add into the signature here. Because I really like, this is going to be the cover, and I just thought that that palette goes really good with that. Thank you, Jane. So my idea was to get a signature together. Like, I think this is my idea. I don't know if this is going to work in practice. Punch holes in it to align it up with here. Put the reinforcement labels on it, and then do the binder, not binder clips, the binder rings. Is that what they're called? The rings. I got them from the Dollar Tree and kind of put them out here, and then I could put like ribbon or whatever on that. So that was kind of my idea. So I don't know how many signatures that's going to allow me to do, but I'm thinking a few. I mean, right? Shouldn't it? Because I feel like I could put 3 or 4 signatures in here. Let's just see. Let's see and see what happens. And then I want to get out my paper book. And these are pockets that came in the kit too. Like this would be fun. And you could have like a different recipe written on the back of these. So we could create that. Okay, let's work on another signature in this bad boy though first. Where is my paper? Here she blows. So fun. So I'm kind of using this for the thinner. So we have a little bit of variety. Like, I love these. And then Jane got me thinking for the, I like that. For the Alice in Wonderland journal, there's stuff in here that can go with that. And I want to make a dark Alice in Wonderland journal. I haven't started that. I don't need another project like I need anything else in my life, just so we know. I don't need all that, but I like it. So here we are. Oh, that's cute. Get a few of these out. Just funsies. That's really cute too. Actually, that would really go well with the whole Capri kit and the whole Mediterranean kind of vibe. I don't know if I'll stick with that vibe throughout the whole thing, but I mean, it is what it is. Hello, Laverne. Welcome. I'm glad that you're here. Okay, so we'll get a few more of these. Eating healthy. We're trying, right? Okay, we'll just pull out a few more. Because I thought this one also went really well with the Capri kit. This paper, an appetizing collection. I think that this goes really well with it. This is fun. The cocktail ones are fun. Okay, let's go further in here. I kind of pull from the wrapping paper last. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's tucked in here. But this one's kind of fun. I like it. What's on the other side? Because these are double-sided, I believe. Okay, so it's just a solid piece, which would be fun. I love pasta. Who doesn't love pasta? I could honestly just cut this on the line. Let's do that. Okay, everything's like coming out at me. It's falling at me. I love this color palette too for some reason. I just think that that's fun and retro and love it. Yes, I did, Laverne. I showed your ATC earlier in the stream. Go back and watch it. I received all the ATCs. I'm super excited. Love them. I almost want to create like an ATC journal too. See, the ideas just start going and I give myself more stuff to do. But it's happy stuff, right? Oh, that's fun. I like that. I like the avocado. Everything. Okay, let's do this. And then let's see if we can put together. I love that they're perforated. It's just easy. Okay. And let's see if we can put together the signatures how I think we can in my head. Oh, I don't know. Pressure. The pressure. Because if I screw up, but it is what it is. I'm human, not Hallmark, you know? I am a woman, not machine. Okay, here we go. Just cut straight down the line as if I don't need a paper trimmer, as if I know how to cut a straight line. I'm fooling us all. Hey, Yolande. Welcome. So glad to have you here. Okay, we're just kind of doing some free flow stuff. Chicken mole, mashed potatoes. Oh my goodness. Chris, I think I'm coming over to eat. You're making me hungry. That sounds delicious. That's some very good meal prepping. That sounds like a delicious spread. Okay, so let's just, and we'll mix these in with the Capri. Let's see. And the other signatures I have. Oh, and we have some more Golden Girls I could pull from too. So I think I could do 3 or 4 signatures in here. So let's try. This is, oh, what poundage is this? 42 pounds, I believe. My Koala double-sided matte photo paper. I think it's 42 pounds. So it's just thick enough. I like it. It holds the color really well. Like the color is very vibrant. You have to put the paper type in the settings though. Like I've made those fatal mistakes before not doing that. But I really like them. And some things are directional and some things aren't. I don't know that I'm going to really worry about that, to be honest with you. I don't know. Like this one, that's obviously directional. And then we'll just have different pages. This will be like a Mod Podge of journaling. But you know what? Most cookbooks and recipe stuff are. You just slide in, slide out, do what you got to do. And you know, if you go through like your grandma's recipe book or your mom's old recipe book or even yours, like, you know, things are in there spilt on, stained, faded, like it is what it is. Okay, so I normally can do 6 to 8 in a signature. So we'll see. We'll see if we can do that. And then I'm probably just going to fold. Actually, I could cut this a little bit. Where's the scissors? Cut this. Okay, View, you didn't tell me what time you want to go live next week, or you did and I missed it, but I could create it and schedule it so we could celebrate your birthday. And that's huge. It's, you know, guest choice, birthday girl's choice for what you want to do. Basically, you know, it'd be good if I got some of my decorative scissors out here. Because if I'm going to cut it crooked, you at least want it to be decorative. Right? Okay, so this is kind of fun. They are the most delicious. That means they get used the most, huh, Laverne? That's how you know that that's been tried and true and tested and approved when you have all of that on there. Okay, let's stick a few thin pages all together. I think I am going to decorative cut a few of these just because it's fun. Why not? Why not? I'm a big recipe book hoarder. I'm not really a hoarder. I don't have like millions of them, but I love them. And then I started creating recipe junk journals because it's fun. It's so much fun. I love it. Okay, let's get all the bits and bobs away from us over here. And I've created a few for friends and stuff, and they really like them. It's practical, you know, like somebody that doesn't do journaling or doesn't understand the junk journaling concept or whatever, like this kind of gives them a practical solution for it, I think. So, okay, 2 o'clock your time. Are you East Coast time or Central time? Let me know. Okay. Let's see. I'm thinking I could cut this one down too to kind of make it make sense a little bit. Right? We could. The 100-day project is how you started making a video every day. Well, good for you. I mean, the only thing I think I can commit to 100 days in a row is my kids and my grandson, to be honest. I didn't go to work 100 days in a row. I'm like, Mental health days are a real thing. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so that looks kind of fun. That looks fun. How many pages do we have? 1, 2, 3. Let's get some funky stuff in here, huh? Funky Cool Medina stuff going on. I didn't do this in the last signature, but not every signature needs to be the same. This doesn't need to be samey. I did do the flip through Friday, though. I don't even know if I could do that 100 Fridays in a row. That's fun, though, because it's reminding me to go through my stash, honestly. You're like, oh, yeah, I have that. I like to play with that. East Coast time. So that will be 11 o'clock my time. So that's fine because I schedule things according to my time, just because that's the time zone I'm in. So I will schedule that out. We'll be celebrating Miss Coloring View's birthday here next Saturday, 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Be there or be square. And next Sunday, just to let you know, I'm going to be doing a premiere video, and I'm hoping to be in the chat with you all. But I will have my grandson because he's staying the night next Saturday night, and I'm not going to be bringing him home until Sunday, probably around this time. So it wouldn't be conducive for me to be here live with you. And that's just kind of how that goes. But we'll do something fun, and it won't be like a 2-hour thing. But chitty chat with each other. I hope to jump in and chitty chat with you all. Okay. There's a lot I did in here. How many pages do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's feeling kind of thick. I wonder if that's where it needs to stop. How many pages do I have over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did stop at 8, 9. I did 9 over here, and this feels thicker, so I don't know. That's just kind of where I'm going to leave it, though, I think, with that one. And then put it in here. And let's see. And I could probably fit 1 or 2 more of these signatures, right? Post and share folks' links to interact more. Hey, Bug. Welcome. So glad to have you. Yeah, if you guys want your links shared, let me know. Like and share the video if you're having fun. Oh, the premieres. Yeah, sometimes your premieres, I don't get notified until it's over, and I don't know why. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on with that? So we'll just kind of test that out. I mean, there's nothing, you know. I won't leave a void in your Sunday. But I will have my grandson, and so he's not going to sit here and craft with us. You know, he's 2. He's a big 2-year-old now. I don't know if you know. We just celebrated him. And he's busy. He can't even sit down to eat barely. He's a lot of fun. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of throw this into like a signature-ish, whatever, to kind of get the feel for that. I just don't have a whole lot of time to pre-film things. So I really thought my load would be lightened by now, but those are other lies that we tell ourselves, I guess. Well, it just doesn't happen that way all the time, does it? Okay. Here we are here. Let me get out the, I would want to print more from here. Let me see if this is even going to work. Hold on. Let me get out the book rings. Okay. They're called book rings, not binder rings. I thought they were called binder rings. So I've got these, and then I have bigger ones as well. Thinking these, if I want to put in multiple signatures. Thank you, View. Thank you. I super appreciate you. I just think I don't want to restrict myself to size here, you know, but there's that. So then I'm tasked now with actually having to think, right? And it's Sunday. Who wants to think on a Sunday? That does not sound fun, does it? If I want to put it right about here. So guesstimation says, hold on. Haha, I can. I was like, oh, can I punch that through? Just punch it through and trace it. There's still back to school sales going on, guys, at my Target and my Walmart. I was just at my Walmart this week. I had to buy diapers for my grandson, and I was buying some birthday stuff for him. And they were still having back to school sales. So like their composition books and all of that were still like 38 cents. Lynn, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Okay, so let's see if we could do this, because I think in my head, I think we can. I just have to find my hole punch. You know what? I didn't even think of that. I think it's on my pegboard. I think I see it. Who knows? I've never made a journal this way. Like, I don't know. As my grandson would say, huh? Let's go for it, right? I want to make sure I'm doing this right, though. Okay, hold on. This is either going to be an epic failure or it's going to work. And it's going to be like, hey, that worked. Where's my pencil? Oh, over here. It keeps hiding behind my scissors. Okay. Thank you for coming, Tracy. I'm so glad your Costco trip was a success. Like, wow. Have a great day. Okay. I want to get both of these in here. I guess really I just need to do one at a time. What am I doing? I'm trying to do them both at the same time and they keep moving. So here we go. It's just paper. How badly can you screw up paper? This is not sharp at all. I'm going to get out my new pencil sharpener that I was influenced to get, the T-Gal by Yolande and Dee Dee, and this thing works flippin' excellent. I love it. That's right, Christina, you're a mod. Welcome to the Blue Suit World. I think I did that on one of my Friday night lives. Okay, and this is just kind of how I'm doing it. Oops. Oh. Now, I don't know how many pieces of paper or layers of paper my hole punch can punch through. I don't think it's that many, to tell you. Let me get it. I see it. I see it. It's just a standard little one. Oh, you know what? I have my, hold on. I have this. That might be better. Okay. I can punch a hole with this. I can punch the bigger holes and then do the reinforcements that way. You guess you'll behave yourself? Be like, oh, I guess I'll behave myself. Okay, so these are what I received from Nate and Happy Mail, and that's what made me want to get the reinforcements, or didn't even know what they were called at the time. Because I was like, oh, like he spritzed them, and like I want to get those, and that's fun. Like that's, couldn't find them. This is what I found, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna make my own. But then I was like, well, do I really want to do that? So then I got the other ones that are now, oh, right here. I was like, now they're lost on my desk. It's 250 of them for $4 on Amazon. So I got those. Okay, so let's see if this is going to let me punch through the paper. I have to unlock the thing. Unlock it, unlock it. I'm glad you all are subbing to each other. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for coming. Super appreciative that you're spending your Sunday time with me. Okay. It worked. Not necessarily very big. And it did get caught in here a little bit, but let's get it out. There we go. Nothing but a little paper from the paper collection that we're using in here. Okay. There we go. Did it again. View, thank you so much. So if she missed you, let her know. And then, yeah, it's just for those of us that, like Christina's trying to get to memberships, and for the rest of everyone that's trying to monetize, it's kind of a race to the finish line, I guess, right? Because corporate America has hit YouTube pretty hard. I'm just trying to get to my 500 right now and then build up the Facebook community for June-tober. So if that's something you're interested in, join on in the fun. Okay. So, question. Do you think that these binder rings, book rings, excuse me, I'm speaking very out of turn. Why aren't they called binder rings? I don't know. To me, they need to be a binder ring. In my head, they're binder rings. Okay. So, unlock them. I just want to see that they're going to fit through. Okay, there we go. I got it. I just want to see that it's going to fit through here. Okay, so I could probably fit a few through here, right? And then I'm going to have to go on every page and do the reinforcement rings. Is what I'm thinking. Is that not real? Like, is that not a thing though? Or should I just do them on the front and the back? I'm just thinking if I'm going through here, like opening it, I don't know. We'll try. We'll do it a few different ways. Okay, where's my other finished? Let's see. But at least we know that part of it's going to work, right? Okay, I kind of want to cut this down a little bit. This is a little bit too big for me. It's kind of bugging me. And then I'm going to use these as there we go, as in my stash and probably in the journal. Belly bands. These are perfect belly bands. Okay, I need to throw that behind me and decide where in here I want this and see, because this is more pages now I think about it, if it'll let me do it that way. Here we go. Have you all ever made a journal like this, or am I just completely out of my mind? I would like to know. And there's my pencil, my hiding pencil. Actually, I'm going to do a pen because it's black and it'll be easier to see. And then this is the fanciness of it all, basically. Basically, I'm not either, Lynn. So, I mean, we'll see if it's going to work, right? I don't know. Okay, let's see if this will fit because this has a few more papers in it. Oh my goodness, this Crop-A-Dile's the bomb.com over here. Going through 9 pieces of paper. Oh, shit. Okay, here. I was like, where's the top one? It's right here. Okay. There we go. There we go. Now, do we think we need reinforcement labels on every page or just the front and the back? What are we thinking? I don't know. I really don't know. Now, let's test it. Will the binder thing, the book ring, not the binder ring. I keep wanting to say the binder ring. Go through 2 of these. Let along 3. Will it? Will it? I don't know. Let's try it. It will. It will. So that's good. And then it'll go through the folder as well. I think would reinforcement paperweight, but not the heavyweight papers. Oh, that's probably true. Like I don't need to reinforce the heavyweight papers, but I need to reinforce the thin papers from my paper. Let me take a sip of my drink. I think I did not keep up with the chat. I'm trying to keep up with it as best I can. Okay, now my son is texting me. What is he texting me? Oh, he's texting me the news. Oh gosh, son. Okay. Of the poor person on the bridge. Okay, let's see. Hold on. My phone froze. My goodness. There we go. Okay, it got stuck. So do the, like right here, these little ones. I mean, that might make more sense, I think, too. Okay, so let's do that. Let's get out my fancy dancy. Where did they go? I'm like losing stuff in front of my face here. We have Nate's that he did. I have the neon ones I could do, or the ones I bought. I think I want to do the ones I purchased because then I can do different ink on them, like different ink colors. Because, you know, you just gotta. And I'm not going to do that neon because my poor Society of Ideas journal, the neon looks like blood. The poor Care Bears. So that's going to get covered up with washi tape. Or gals, right? Salvage Patina is just sitting there staring right at me, and I think that the Salvage Patina would be perfect. Okay, so let's reach for this. And I don't remember the last time I used these things. That's why I didn't know what they were called. I was like, what are those things called? Jane's like, donuts? Paper donuts? I mean, yeah, I'm down for that. Okay, and I'm just going to ink them up. I'm probably just going to ink up this whole page. You could spritz them. You could kind of like do whatever. Do whatever you want. And then go for it. I could seal this because this is water reactive. So I have some fixative here. And when I'll show you what my fancy fixative is. Like, you're never going to believe it. But it works well. And if it's Dollar Tree crafting, that means I can get more bang for my buck. I am down for that. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to get some fixative, though. I have to go grab it right here. It's like right here. And I have this. And for some reason, I was like, it needs to be Aquanet when because I do this with cards and stuff, too. And I was like, for sure, the Dollar Tree has Aquanet, right? No. And if you look Aquanet up on Amazon, I looked it up. It was kind of expensive. And it was only in bulk. So that was kind of weird. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. I am going to show you guys what I worked on this week because I did kind of forget to do that during like the show and tell, because normally I'm like, oh, here's my haul for the week, but I did a haul video. I shall not have a haul next week. Like, I need to know my place. My bank account is reminding me. But I'm working on this journal, and so I'm working on a page in here, and it's the Nostalgic Sweets coloring book by Eve Anderson. I absolutely love it. I got it at Hobby Lobby a while ago for like 11 bucks. And this is the page that I'm working on, and I'm using my super tips and watercoloring with them, and then kind of going over to add like the darker shade. And I thought that this would be perfect. And yeah, it's going through a little bit because sometimes I add a little bit too much water, but whatever. But it's like holding up. And I thought that this would be a fun page in the journal because this is all like nostalgic kitchen stuff and sweets and, you know, I don't know. I thought that would be fun. So I'm probably going to finish this. Oops, finish this week and then add another one in because I'm going to put it in my third. Maybe I can get a fourth signature out of here. I don't know. But then I have these because I love those. And I also worked on, if you watched my reels at all, shorts. They're shorts, not reels, I guess. On YouTube, I did my early morning coloring. I did, and I still have to, maybe I did, no, I still have to add the fixative here. This is a stencil, and I just used my granulating watercolors to play. That's all I did. And this was just what was left on the stencil. And this was the other one. And I was going to cut these out and kind of put them on cards or make this a card front. I've done that before where it's been like on a card or whatever. I think it's fun. And then what was left over on my palette, just made it on some watercolor paper, and there we go. So let me, while I'm here, because while I'm watching Jane, I'm going to be folding laundry. So, and then this can sit out. I'm going to, thank you, Yolande. I'm going to add the spray for this because, like, if you send somebody something and it gets wet or whatever, you don't want it running. So, and it just kind of holds everything in place. I've done this before on images, and images have started bleeding. And I'm like, oh, well, that's part of the aesthetic now. Oops, my bad. But yeah, I just kind of kept that here. I'm going to finish this up probably tomorrow and Tuesday. I'm debating if I want to make this like a countertop or a like a tablecloth, but I already have the napkins here. And I was just trying to do like gray little subway tiles back here, but not very, not very pronounced, I guess. I don't think it came out very good, but whatever. And I think my grandson it's me because I didn't check it, left the top off of the super tip for gray, so it might be dried out by now. And then I did finish this from the Mythographic Alice in Wonderland, and this is going to go in my Alice in Wonderland journal that I'm creating. But this is just something fun, if you can see it. Yeah, hopefully these are dry by now. So that's kind of what I did creatively this week. And I know I've said I hate swatching because I do, but I completely forgot that in my stash, this is the very first journal I ever made because I'm just like 2 years new into journaling. This is the very first journal I ever made, and it's a paper bag journal. And I really was big into swatching once upon a time, but I just don't have the time, the patience, and then I end up re-swatching when I want to do a project. But I do see the value in swatching, and I kind of have a lot, and I'm like, well, what does that color look like? Like, I forget. So I have this journal I made out of Sweet Pea Curiosities, and it's before I was on her design team, and it's before I had a printer. And you can order her stuff online as books, as physical books. And so that's what I did. And this is like an artist one. And I just put a bunch of watercolor paper in here. And I was like, you know what? I could swatch like my watercolors here or swatch them on a separate piece of paper. This might not be a pocket. I don't know why. Yeah. Oh, no, it is. And I could put it in here, you know, just, and I thought that this was a lot of fun. It's the very first journal I ever did. I screwed up on it. I don't care. Like, so I would like to get to swatching my stuff because I do have a lot of new supplies and old supplies and how are they going to play together and all of that. So there is that. Hey, Marie, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to give a thumbs up before you guys come or go and follow all the links. But that's what I'm doing. Okay, so let's get to this. We have a few more minutes. And then this should be dry enough, like, right? I don't know. Dry enough, we think. Is that what we think? I don't know what we think. And then we'll just peel it. Oh, there it goes. Hold it right, Carrie. Like, come on. And hopefully that'll just stick right over there, and that'll kind of help protect the little thinner pages. I'm really glad you guys have decided to spend your Sunday with me. Oh no, am I losing the holes? Shoot, no, it should be okay. What are you all going to do with the rest of your day? Are you creating along with me too? I know I'm like inquiring minds want to know. Oh, goodness. But if I have to go look at that news thing, that's horrible. I'm so sad. It just is awful. So when my son comes over on his way home from work, he's going to talk about it. Crocheting. I tried crocheting, Lynn. Hats off to you if you can crochet. I cannot do a straight line for the life of me. I respect that. Knitting too. Coloring. I love that. I love watching. I'm gonna have to line. Oh shoot. I'm gonna have to line these up a little bit better because they're starting to lose their focus. They're starting to lose their lineup here. I like watching like lives too and like getting out my supplies and coloring along. Okay. There we go. There we go. I think the rest of them are here. Let's see. I'll put it right there. Oh, hey, Bone Tired. It's Denise, right? I'm sorry if I don't remember names. Welcome. Making a card. Always one of my favorite activities. Always, always. Love it. I think I'm going to make a craft roulette card this week, guys. I have not made a craft roulette card in forever. I just haven't had time. I made it to Club 52 and then I dropped off. But now I'm like, oh, it's fun. So I think I'm going to do that this week or something. I have till Thursday because I'm in the whatever, the membership, the Patreon membership or whatever. No, not Patreon anymore. I don't know. It's on her website. Okay, so I'm going to have to reline these up, but at least I got this in here. So this one's kind of a mess. Kind of messy, but we need to line them up so that book clip, not binder ring, can get in there. Okay, so that should be a little bit easier. We should be matching now at this point. Okay. This one I might do it on because it looks a little suspect there. Yeah, it just looks a little wonky. Okay. I love that. Thank you. So the this paper here Denise is from Lottie's Magic Attic, and that's her Capri kit. And the rest of it is from Paper. And I have a few other things from other creators, which is Be Happy and Sweet Pea in here. This still isn't lined up. Look at what I did. I unlined it. Okay, I'm just going to have to put the these on here and call it. I'm going to have to spend more time to reline them up, and then I can put the clip in here because I want to do another signature as well. And I want to do some more cookbook pages in my other signature from the Golden Girls. And then we still have a whole nother Golden Girls journal to make. We've got stuff to do. You know, if you don't have stuff to do in the craft room, are you even really living? I don't know. I tell you, I don't know. I don't want to be a part of not knowing that. Okay, there we go. Just going to put them here. And if they have a complete, there we go. Got the cheesecake recipes and everything. And I have a few recipes from my recipe box in my kitchen that I could scan and print out and put in here or online. You can get good recipes online, and I like printing those out on tea dyed paper. Okay, so this one's a little bit off. A little bit off. There we go. There we go. Okay. Arts and crafts are the best therapy. Yeah. I highly recommend it. I'm going to be posting a project in my Facebook group. I don't think I linked to that today, did I? Hold on. And it's more of like a self-care project. And it could be like a fun little journal. It could be for you to do for yourself, for someone else, as a gift, like whatever. So I think I'm going to be posting that in the group, and see what everybody kind of comes up with, right? And I might do that instead of the prompts this week. Oh, my tabs are like, I have so many tabs open. Okay, here we go. There we go. And then I can make a project with that too. Just a fun little flip through or little note card journal or whatever. Okay, I think these reinforcements were a good idea. Good thing I ordered them rather than the makeshift neon ones, because I think those could go in projects elsewhere. Okay, there we go. Just gonna kind of fold over. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, maybe we found a new innovative journaling technique. Who knows? Something different and something fun. Because as Jane says, arts and crafts are the best therapy. It's therapy I recommend. I do recommend it when I'm doing therapy. Honestly. And it doesn't have to be like in any specific format either. Just like your expression. So I'm pretty sure this is probably boring for you. Sorry, guys. Going through here doing all of this. Like, I could have done this off of camera. I could have. All right, let's kind of flip through it though. There we go. See, I used a lot more thinner papers here. I'm going to have to do another sheet of this with the salvage patina. I love these watercolor or oil painting. I don't know what they are, like avocados. I think that's so fun. Like, if you haven't checked out a good paper book, like, get on it. I have a Halloween one, and then I have the Michaels. You watch my flip through Friday. I've got Halloween, Christmas, paper's got it all. And Michael's is coming in. Okay, I'm gonna have to do more of those because I don't have enough. Okay, so this is what we want. We're gonna have 3 or 4, probably 3, maybe 4. Now I close it. I'm like, oh, 4. Fun and funky. That's right. I like to keep it fun, funky, and fresh around here. So I'll do another signature, and then I have things from my paper, things from the Capri, because the color scheme matches up. Cookbook pages in here from the Golden Girls. We've got a little bit of everything. And the ephemera, and then this started another signature, right? So once I get this in, we'll see if it'll fit. And the ephemera I've kind of just been making slowly to go in here. And I've done a few of this on my lives. I love that it has built-in pockets. Like I didn't have to build them. I did this like on a cluster Friday live. These are going to go in here. This is just leftover stuff. Thank you, Yolande. This is a card. I always like to put a card in any of my journals. And we've got a tag. We're going to put pockets. Like we got a little bit of everything going on in here. So just create. Stuffed tag. I'm probably going to do another one of those to put in there, because that's fun. Pockets. And this is going to be like a fun recipe, just like fun, or measurements or whatever. I don't know. I really haven't thought that far through. But I'll need to print out a few more sheets. And I'm going to add, I think, as well, these doilies in here, because I think that that'll be fun. I love to add those as like little fun tuck spots and whatever. Like that one's kind of big. Maybe not the big one, but yeah, that's what we want to do. It's kind of an ongoing project that we got going on. And if that's wrong, I'm never going to be right again a day in my life. That's the way it goes. Okay, let's put this in here. It all stays organized. Now it's going to be on my little cafeteria tray cart from Joanne's, RIP girl. And we're going to put it in here. So I think I could fit 3 to 4 signatures in here. I think I could. Because now I put all that other stuff in here. It's just now kind of thick. Because then we'll bulk it up with the recipes and all of that as well. You know, this was a complete experiment is what it was. I'm glad I did it. And I'm glad you guys came along for the ride today. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting each other. And don't forget to do some self-care this week in the midst of all the crap, okay? So I will see you guys later. Have a great week. And don't forget, I will be here with you on the 22nd, next Saturday, 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time, to celebrate her birthday. So that'll be a fun live celebration. Bye, guys.